Hey everybody, I am Christian,
And I'm Jose.
and this is the Wize Guyz Net. What we talk about all the time is things that make people geek out, like comic books, movies, and etc. etc.
like TV shows,
Yeah, what he says, and
anime,
pretty much everything that makes everyone have a geek orgasm.
and girls.
We recently seen the Suicide Squad movie that was released not too long ago, starring Will Smith, Jared Leto, and Margaret Robbie as everyone's favorite Harley Quinn.
Deadshot and Joker.
Yeah, it was a great movie. I loved it. And what else? The storyline, I would say, was better than Batman versus Superman by Zack Snyder. And what's your opinion? Tell everyone.
Well, Suicide Squad. I had high hopes for it, and it was a letdown. To be honest, it doesn't mean it was a bad movie though.
Well,
It was better than Batman v Superman though. That's for sure.
well, let down. I wouldn't necessarily call it as a letdown. I mean,
I expected more Joker.
yeah, but that.
Because let's be honest, I went to watch it because of the Joker.
Yeah, I went. I'll be honest. I wanted to go see how Jared Leto would pull off the the Joker. I mean,
Pretty much everybody else did.
I mean, since you wouldn't really get the idea that Joker would be played by the lead singer and vocalist of 30 Seconds to Mars, which is Jared Leto.
Yeah.
He is a great actor. He recently won an Oscar and an Academy Award for Best Supporting Actor in the movie The Dallas Buyers Club, starring Matthew
For playing
McConaughey.
a transvestite.
Yeah, well, yeah. I mean, what's wrong with being a tranny? I mean, one day I'm gonna dress up like a girl, and I'm gonna be, of course, try to get my Oscar. I mean,
Yeah.
but let's go back to Suicide Squad. The movie goes. No spoilers for everyone because according to most people who haven't seen it, the story goes: Amanda Waller, she recruits, supervillains, people who have like special skills, even though they kind of use it for the bad.
But the thing is, why does he need to recruit someone like Harley though?
Well,
What's her special skill?
Well, her special skill. I mean,
I understand Deadshot though. Deadshot, he can pretty much kill anybody. Like he has really good aim. But Margot Robbie, like you see her hitting people with her bat.
I mean, don't get me wrong. I've looked into some of the comics of the Suicide Squad and Harley Quinn. Yeah, it is always a weird choice. But I mean, you know how every team in like movies, let's say, like comic books, there's always that person that stands out the most and such. And maybe she could be like the superhero person who could stand out the most. Her and Joker. I mean,
Since she's supposed to be like the female version of Deadpool.
well, I get
for DC.
Well, for the DC world, maybe.
Yeah, for the DC bro.
But let's see how when we watched the movie.
That's the thing though. Like for the job they had, like I understand them getting Deadshot, Killer Croc, all those people. They all have like superpowers and stuff.
But
like Diablo. But Harley Quinn, like, couldn't they just get another girl that has better skills than her?
Hey,
I mean, she was cool though. I
you
liked her.
mean the actress Margaret Robbie, the one who played her?
I liked her. I like the actress and I like her character. I like Harley Quinn. The only thing is that we don't really get an explanation of why they had to get her.
Well, I mean, it doesn't really explain much. I mean, you just see everybody's backstories. Like Deadshot, he's a contract assassin and killer, marksman, and he has a daughter and such. And basically, you can't really say that Harley Quinn has to have a full story. I mean, everybody knows her. Like she meets the Joker in Arkham Asylum. She's his therapist, and her Dr. Harley Quinzel. She falls for him. That's pretty much.
I wish we could have seen more of their story though.
Well, yeah. Well, I think they could have picked a better actress. So I'm sorry.
Recently, the news came out that there was a lot of deleted scenes.
Yes, that bothered me. But don't get me wrong.
I really wanted to see that scene where he has half his face burned.
Half his face burned. Oh yeah, with the tuxedo
goes,
and stuff.
Yeah.
Bye bye. It's like I understand. Like, I'll be honest. I was kind of mad about that. I mean, I was so expecting.
out so much, huh?
Yeah, I mean the commercial. It is true in the commercials. You do see the Joker a lot and more than once and stuff. And
they promoted that shit out of him.
Yeah, it's like they use his name to lure everybody in. I mean, I'm not saying that I'm hating about it, but that's one thing I didn't like.
And that's the thing that they used him and too much for promotion.
Yeah.
That a lot of people that are gonna watch the movie to see him are gonna end up disappointed.
Yeah, I mean Jared Leto is how should I say, a method actor, a person an actor who can get into character. The things I heard on set that things were going crazy, people needed the actors
Yeah.
needed
They
a therapist and such. Because
And all the crazy shit Jared Leto was doing.
I mean, if it's crazy enough to say that when Will Smith asked for coffee and
Yeah.
he put salt in his latte and stuff. I mean, you need a therapist for that.
And that's the thing. All the news we were getting from the set, we were expecting this to be a great movie, and instead it was just an okay movie.
I mean, I would say it could be a cult classic in the making.
Well, it's not as bad as the critics made it out to seem. So
I mean,
That's something
I
good.
mean, as so far people are like let down by the DC movies all out of nowhere, and I was pretty let down about Batman versus Superman. I mean,
how would you rank them so far, though? Man of Steel, Batman v Superman, and Suicide Squad.
how should I rank them? I mean, I wouldn't call them a rank. I mean, if you were to compare Batman versus Superman and what do you call it, Suicide Squad, I say Suicide Squad outdoes it because
What about Man of Steel, though?
well, Man of Steel.
It had a better plot structure, though.
I mean, yeah, it was more realistic than all that campiness
Yeah.
and such.
It had an actual storyline. Like Superman had development and everything. The only thing I didn't like is that he was all depressing and shit.
I mean, how should I say? He kind of was like that in the beginning because he doesn't know where he gets these powers and why he's so special, like his dad would say, and his adopted father would say.
They used the Batman Begins formula, though.
Well, I mean,
The flashbacks and all that to when he was a kid.
don't they do that all the time though?
I know, but still. I mean, after all, Batman was the second Batman movie was called The Dark Knight. This one was called Man of Steel.
Well, okay, let's talk about the Batman v Superman they're trying to make Warner Brothers is trying to make a DC universe.
The thing about Batman v Superman is that Warner Brothers try to rush their universe.
Well, yeah. Well, I'll be honest. All those critics, I really didn't like the fact that they let down. They tried letting down Suicide Squad. I mean, besides the fact that we didn't get to see Joker that much.
Yeah, even when Suicide Squad was a much better movie than Batman v
Yeah,
Superman.
you see they all became like friends on set. Like they bonded. Batman v Superman. It was like, how should I say, two people that didn't even match. Like they reminded me of The Odd Couple. They reminded me of. I don't know, who do they remind me of? I'm trying to think of a movie star. I had it on the train of thought, but they just didn't click. Basically, Ben Affleck and Henry Cavill didn't click. I mean,
they didn't click as homies.
Like I was like a little iffy when Ben Affleck was gonna be Batman, and I'm like,
he was the best part of the movie, though. I think he played a good Bruce Wayne.
I ate my words away.
He isn't the best, though. Michael Keaton's the best.
Michael Keaton,
Michael Keaton's the best.
Total
Batman.
Tim Burton fan here, so we'll talk about Tim Burton some other time. But as far as Suicide Squad is compared to Batman versus Superman, I think Suicide Squad was the best.
Yeah.
I mean, it's very like, I don't know. It's like it was kind of short, but it was like so hypnotic in many ways.
It wasn't better than Man of Steel, though. But if I had to pick one movie to watch over and over, I'll pick Suicide Squad because it was more entertaining. It had more jokes too.
Yeah, and it had a better soundtrack, like a wicked soundtrack and such.
It was kind of tacked on, though.
Tack on?
Yeah, it was tacked on. Like, I don't know, some songs of the soundtrack. It's like they added it in there to make it more like Guardians of the Galaxy.
Kinda, yeah.
Yeah, but it's still a good soundtrack, though.
Well, I think it's still a good movie either way.
What do you think of the relationship between Harley and Joker?
Well, Harley
in the movie, though.
In the movie, I mean,
because Joker actually cares about Harley in the movie, or that's how they make it look.
Well,
he actually loves her, I guess. I mean, he really wants her.
You barely see that. And to be honest, when you see other media like animated movies, he kind of hates her.
Yeah,
there's like
that's why he treats her like shit. He's supposed to treat her like shit. He isn't supposed to give a fuck about her.
That's what I just barely noticed too. Like he went to go save Harley basically.
Yeah, but for what reason though? Like
seriously, it's like, damn. Now you got me thinking here. And all those tattoos. Maybe that skull thing you're here just to show off.
The thing is that one of the rumors concerning the deleted scenes were that he was supposed to push Harley purposely from that helicopter. Mm-hmm. To try to kill her himself, that he's the one that wants to kill her, that he's looking for her to kill her, and he already knows that she's so obsessed with him that she's gonna go with him.
Either way.
Yeah, because in the movie they make it seem that that Amanda Waller attacked the helicopter and that's why he pushed her, but supposedly in the deleted scenes he just pushes her before he gets attacked, like purposely. And at the end, that scene where he goes, "Oh, bye bye," the scene.
That was supposed to be.
He was supposed to come back towards the end before they bump into Enchantress. You know, at the very climax of the movie. When they're in the subway, he was supposed to come out and try to attack Harley again.
Wow. Then we needed to see all those deleted scenes. Now I'm like a little frustrated. I only saw him like 4 or 5 times.
Yeah, that was supposed to be his last scene in the movie too.
Oh my goodness.
He comes, tries to get Harley, and it forces Harley to pick between the Squad and the Joker, and she finally turns down the Joker to stay with the Squad.
Well, that's kind of ridiculous. I mean, but the chemistry everyone had, I would admit, was great. And
the chemistry between Margot Robbie and Jared Leto was good.
I mean, you barely see it. I mean,
I know, but it was still good. That scene where she jumps in those chemicals, that was good chemistry.
That was. I think that was my favorite part of the movie.
Yeah, it was.
I mean, it looked very great. I mean,
no, another good scene that I really liked was Harley Quinn sitting on top of that car crying after the Joker crashes. After the helicopter crash.
Oh yeah, the helicopter crash.
When she's all crying, like I think it kind of added to her character for some reason. Like you see her all depressed, she's crying. You know, the raining's pouring down on her. She looks all depressing, and then she sees the rest of the Squad. She just wipes her tears, puts on a smile, like if nothing's wrong.
The introduction was great of all the characters. When she chooses them out for her new Suicide Squad team, and I mean. As far as most of the characters that no one really talks about, I think Katana was my favorite. I mean, you got a Japanese
Diablo really surprised me.
Well, emotionally or like
both.
Yeah, his backstory was really depressing. Believe it or not, you probably didn't see, but I was kind of teary when I saw that scene with his family.
Yeah, it was messed up.
It's just like how like he I think he suffered the most, and then. Joke. I think he was like the Joker to the Suicide Squad. I mean,
yeah.
Because when you see Joker, how we say like, and it is true that you don't really see him in the movie. I mean, they don't show much of his backstory. Just the part with him and Harley. I don't think Harley was ever thrown into a batch of chemicals, right? In the whole Batman story, the universe. Because it was only Joker though.
No, she was in the New 52 version.
In the New 52.
Those comics that I have, the New 52.
Yeah.
Yeah, she was thrown in the chemicals.
That's very interesting. But as far as it goes out of the girls, man.
But yeah, because a lot of people were pissed when they saw that in the trailer, that he throws her in the chemicals too. Uh-huh. A lot of people were mad that they were changing her origin, but they still kept part of it the same, like her falling in love with him in the asylum.
Well, even the costume, I mean, don't give me a break. I mean, I respect Margot Robbie, and I know how much you really like Margot Robbie as Harley Quinn. I didn't like her.
She was cool as Harley Quinn.
Explain to me how she is cool. Explain to me.
Well, she has the look. She has the look. If we're going by the Arkham Asylum games, she has the looks. I mean, how can you show her? How do you want her? You wanted her to look all thick?
Let's show everyone like that. Let's just show everybody that
you are Harley. This is Harley Quinn.
No, they're both Harley Quinns. I mean, that ain't Harley Quinn.
She's supposed to look like, what's it called? She's supposed to be like what? A gymnast, sort of. Now she isn't really one, but like her moves and everything.
Well, yeah, but you
can expect a chick like that doing all that shit.
There's a possibility. I've seen chicks in porn do.
Yeah, some chicks in porn do some crazy shit.
And I mean, I didn't like her choice. I think they should have chose Rob Zombie's wife, Sherry Moon Zombie.
But she's too old.
That's like saying Jared Leto's too old.
But Jared Leto looks young.
He's 45. So
Jared Leto looks like he's 30.
Sherry Moon Zombie looks young for her age.
She doesn't.
Oh yeah, she does, and she's hot, man.
I don't know.
She's crazy.
She's not really an actress though.
Well, you can choose Harley for the movie. I choose Katana. Katana is hot.
But she didn't get much screen time though. She felt like she was.
It don't matter. I mean, she was
tagged out there too, as much as the soundtrack. Another thing though, the only thing I hated was that Margot Robbie's ass. It got more screen time than the Joker. That's one thing.
But you love it, so I suggest.
I love seeing her ass though, but that wasn't the main focus. We went there for the Joker. Bro. It's not flat.
It is flat to me. Flat. I mean,
the shorts were too tight. It made it seem flat.
She has Miley Cyrus's butt. No, but as far as it goes, I just wish I got to see the Joker more because Jared Leto stayed in character the whole time, even offset, and he tried his best. I mean,
hopefully we get an extended cut or something, a director's cut, because I hear the movie was supposed to be much darker than what we actually got.
Yeah, or an R rating, by the way. Jared Leto wants to.
Yeah.
Weren't they talking about like a Suicide Squad 2 movie?
Yeah, it's because all the complaints that the studio got from Batman v Superman, that it was too dark, not enough jokes. They did a lot of reshoots for this movie, and it kind of fucked it up, to be honest.
Oh, I don't think. Oh yeah, and the Flash. Believe it or not, he has a cameo on there. What do you think he's doing in the Suicide Squad?
Nothing.
I think
just capturing them.
Well, yeah, you know.
Batman's cameo was cool though.
But that's the best cameo, I would say.
I like his scene with Deadshot better than his scene with the Joker though. I wish we could have seen it. We could have had a scene where him and the Joker see each other face to face. They actually talk to each other.
I think good thing is that Jared Leto's asking for his own Joker movie.
Yeah.
Yeah, or all those.
Hopefully, I want to see a Mad Love movie. Harley Quinn and the Joker, how they got together. I wanted to see that. They should have shown that instead.
Yeah.
At least put the first 30 minutes of the movie showing that or something. But I don't know.
You're heartbroken, right? I mean, you wanted to see, you wanted it to be like kind of like Your Notebook, right? Kind of like Your Notebook, the Joker and Harley Quinn.
I don't know. If we do get a movie, hopefully it's based on Arkham Asylum, though.
It should be. I mean, isn't Ben Affleck thinking about directing his own Batman movie and also Arkham series?
If Ben Affleck directs, writes, and stars in his own Batman movie, you already know it's gonna be a good movie because the guy's a good director.
Well, he's a great director. I mean,
have you seen Argo, The Town?
Argo, yes, yeah. The Town, and
so we already know that's probably gonna be. Like
hopefully, it ain't like something like Daredevil. I mean, I like the movie Daredevil, and I love the character Matt Murdock, but for him, hopefully he don't make it like those movies. And hopefully he improves kind of on the whole bad equipment and the voice because he sounds.
I liked it better than Christian Bale's voice though.
Oh yeah, where are the other drugs going?
Where is he? Why do you want to kill
again? and what about what do you think about the Joker's voice in the Suicide Squad?
I thought it was cool actually.
How did he sound like?
He was closer to Jack Nicholson.
Nicholson.
Yeah,
it was like
Jack Nicholson.
No, the way I see it, if you don't look closely, it's like he's trying to balance Jack Nicholson and the late Heath Ledger's voice when he goes, "I want to show you my toys."
Yeah, but his performance was based more on Jack Nicholson's.
Well, what about the shaving the eyebrows part? You know, the whole El Joker. I mean, it is a nice twist of how he made his own Joker.
Because even his origin is almost like Jack Nicholson's origin too.
I mean, it is the Joker.
Yeah, it is. That's why I like Jack Nicholson because he was the closest interpretation to the comics too.
Yeah, I mean, but I'm just proud of that. You know, he took the time to get in. You know, the Joker's a complicated character. I mean, you gotta. I don't know. It has to be the best actor. One of the greatest actors
and
ever.
I think he got a good actor for it.
And yeah, Jared Leto. I just hate the fact that you don't really see him.
Oh, well, in other news, the director revealed too why he has that tattoo that says "damage," because after he killed Robin, Batman bashed his teeth in. That's why his teeth are all fucked up, and he got that tattoo in Arkham Asylum that says "damage" because, Batman messed up his face. And so his face is now damaged.
So what comic?
His good looks.
So what's the comic book that he's kind of basing it off? Because when the Endgame, or I believe the one where he has his hair all slicked back and stuff. And
Endgame, yeah, those right there.
Yeah, Endgame, and yeah,
he based his appearance in the Endgame, and Endgame is a pretty good Batman story.
So here's our opinions about Suicide Squad. One, I just wish they showed Joker a lot more. What's your opinion?
Yeah, the same. I wanted.
Well, that's one thing we shared.
Yeah.
And also,
and they needed a better villain. Though.
They needed it to be longer.
It was hard to take Enchantress serious when she was going like this.
Enchantress, I mean, let's talk about Enchantress. By the way, I mean,
she could have been a good ass villain though. It's just that Cara Delevingne isn't a great actress.
Well, she's barely starting.
Yeah.
So Katana. I heard that was her first movie. The girl that played Katana.
Yeah, but she was hardly in the movie. What did she do? She fought a couple monsters. Yeah.
I mean, doesn't mean she had more joking time.
Alright, let's talk about our favorite characters. Mine was Slipknot.
Well, mine.
I'm just kidding. The Slipknot got killed in the first 5 minutes.
I know. I'm just like. I was thinking something like that, but Joker.
I would like Joker. Yeah.
Joker. Katana would be my second.
Surprisingly, the best performance was by Will Smith though.
Well, it's because he was the main star.
I know, but still his performance. I thought Jared Leto was going to steal the show, but Will Smith.
It's because they didn't show him. Yeah. Jared Leto. He stole the show in the commercials.
I really like that they showed Harley Quinn's Jester costume though.
Well, yeah,
that was pretty cool.
But did you notice that when we went to go see it and those cosplayer people were there? Nobody really wanted to take a photo with Deadshot and Killer Croc. All we had was like Joker
Harley.
and Harley.
Yeah, Joker and Harley. We didn't even take a picture with Joker though. I was taking a picture with Harley. I got at her all sexy and stuff, and the Joker was just.
This guy was all booty hurt and stuff. Don't worry. I didn't take
a good Joker, right?
Well, if I wouldn't known there was gonna be people to dress up, I would have dressed up as how I did last year Halloween, the Joker.
Yeah.
I like the way. I mean, it was funny. You should have seen his reaction. I think he got jealous of all of us because it's Harley. I mean, not Margaret Robbie Holly, but that chick was way hotter than Margaret Robbie.
That chick was pretty hot though.
She made me blush, and that's kind of hard.
She made me blush too. And she was my girl.
She made me feel like a little girl. Come on, let's show them we're fanboying Harley Quinn.
This is the best Harley Quinn.
No, it's not because I would rather get a shirt of the girl I took a selfie with, bro.
Yeah, I should have got that.
Well, you got all nervous, so it ain't my fault.
She made me really nervous. And like it was kind of hard.
We felt like, he felt like a little girl. I felt like a schoolboy. I felt like a schoolboy meeting, actually going out for the first time with his first crush.
Nah. You felt like the little girl.
No, you did. I mean, I mean, if I were a little girl, I mean, if she went that way, I wouldn't mind. She swung that way.
That Harley Quinn was pretty hot, though.
Hell yeah! But how I see it, Joker was my favorite character.
Right. Besides the Joker, who was your favorite character?
Because
if we ask who our favorite character the whole movie is gonna be, we're both gonna agree that it was the Joker.
But
besides the Joker, it was Deadshot, though.
With Deadshot as your favorite character. Captain Boomerang. Let's talk about Captain Boomerang.
Well, yeah, I was surprised by his performance.
He's part of the Flash's Rogue Gallery alongside what you call
that's why the Flash captured him.
Yeah, and then no, but he's total badass. What's his name? Jai Courtney, I believe his name is. And
I think he was gonna be whack actually.
No,
But yeah,
Captain Boomerang, man, he was like he actually captured his charisma and his charm.
Yeah.
Like that little douchey bag.
For the little screen time, he had, like, he actually did pretty good.
And the way he made him look, like, to be honest, I was wondering how they were gonna make him look, because you know how in the comic books and in the cartoons he has a white scarf. I mean that they did have, but he has that stupid looking hat where he looks like he's about to sell a hot dog.
I think it's gonna be ridiculous, to be honest.
Why?
But because it's Captain Boomerang.
Well,
the name alone should be enough. But he was actually pretty cool.
Believe it or not, he burned the center of his face.
That's what I'm saying. Like, why would Amanda Waller need people like these, like Captain Boomerang and Harley Quinn?
Well, maybe she does it because they have certain skills. Like you look. Okay, let's talk about how they are. Captain Boomerang, even though there's like two good marksmen, Captain Boomerang and Deadshot, but one can go the distance and the other one won't run out of bullets.
Yeah, that's true.
And then Katana, she's like a skilled assassin. You see how she wields that sword?
I like that. I also like the scene where she's talking to her husband, though.
Oh yeah, her husband.
She's talking to the sword.
That's pretty deep. Like it's very dark. Like for some reason, this movie kind of reminded me of a Guillermo del Toro flick, because you know how it's all neon 90 and raver type.
It was a really good movie, though. I like how
and it's just like wow, like even though I know everybody, I think the reason why they show Harley Quinn and Joker like with very very origin stories, because everybody pretty much knows what they are already. We just needed to know about we did get Captain Boomerang, right?
Yeah.
We did get Katana.
Yeah.
We did get Deadshot.
Yeah.
And we got Killer Croc, right?
We got Killer Croc. Well, I mentioned him a bit, but there's not really much you can say about Killer Croc besides him having the skin of a crocodile.
Well, yeah, I mean, or padding. Don't get me wrong. When I first saw
he didn't really get enough development.
Well, don't get me wrong. The first time I saw him, I thought of the Thing from the Fantastic Four movies.
I actually thought of the Lizard from the Amazing Spider-Man.
No, he was a CGI person, but Killer Croc had padding.
Yeah.
If you think of it, the Thing was.
And it actually did look really good too.
I just think he could have been bigger.
Yeah, they should have made him bigger.
His face is fat. Don't get me wrong. That's good, but
a lot of people were complaining too that he didn't have the mouth of a crocodile, like like in some comics.
I don't think he was really supposed to have it.
But yeah, in some comic books he has it. But I actually like this appearance better.
Like, look at some of the Batman characters that they bring up. The Penguin in the Batman Returns movie, he looked kind of like.
He altered his appearance.
Yeah, and
it's actually my favorite Batman movie though.
Well, yeah, and it is. But what do you call it? You look at characters, they alter everything. Like Catwoman, when they altered her, and what do you call it? The Batman Returns movie, it was all like stitched up leather, spandex.
Yeah, she was hot.
Yeah, she's my favorite. Michelle Pfeiffer is the hottest.
Yeah, she is the hottest. It's funny how they try to make the girl from Gotham, the TV show Gotham, they try to make her look like her. Because she does look like her. She does look like a younger Michelle Pfeiffer.
Yeah, and I think Michelle Pfeiffer's Michelle Pfeiffer. It was my first favorite babe in the DC.
She was my first boner.
Well, we're gonna think of this porn. She right now she's my favorite girl in the DC movie universes, and then my next would be Katana.
Mine would be Harley and Michelle Pfeiffer.
Well, who first?
Michelle Pfeiffer, to be honest.
Totally.
Yeah.
Yeah, totally. Well, I think don't get me wrong. I'm not too upset about how they made Harley Quinn look like, with the blue one side of her hair all blue.
You just wanted her to be a little thicker.
Well, yeah, pretty much. But I understand why when they alter, like, take for instance, I never knew Deadshot was a black guy.
No?
No.
Well, he's not black in the comics, though.
No, but I like the choice that they chose for Will Smith.
Yeah, yeah, actually.
But I just hated that he was bald. I'm like, dude, I never seen you bald.
Yeah, I didn't. Yeah, I think Will Smith was a good choice.
Yeah, Will Smith, Deadshot. He's always been kind of like a smart ass loner type. I mean, you know how they say like how he was in the comic book, and then other medias where he was always like that because he never was close to his wife, but the only thing that mattered to him was his daughter.
Yeah.
And that's what I enjoyed to see. Like you get to see him and his daughter interact.
You get the most development of all the characters.
Well, not with the wardrobe, by the way.
Because if you notice, all the characters opened up about themselves, except Harley. Harley didn't really open up, especially in the bar scene. Because we got a Rick Flag. Rick Flag, he opened up about how much he loved Enchantress.
Oh yeah,
Rick Flag. Then we had El Diablo too, and Deadshot too. We had enough of his story, but Harley didn't really open up about her problems.
Well,
I wonder why.
I do hope that they do actually make a sequel and this continues. I mean,
yeah, hopefully.
Because it's tight. Since when do you see Will Smith?
But it kind of sucks now though, because at the end, Joker saves Harley.
Well, that is his girl.
I did think it was stupid how the SWAT members that were helping him had Joker on their suits though.
What if they weren't SWAT members?
Like if we're stupid enough that we're not gonna know that they're helping him.
Well,
some people are though, to be honest.
Well, that's for them to be decided in the Twilight Zone, okay?
What do you think of the after credit scene though?
Extra credit scene.
Well, mid credit scene.
Well, when Joker crashes Harley's little tea party.
No, with Ben Affleck.
Oh, well, Ben Affleck.
With Ben Affleck and Amanda Waller, where he's trying to recruit the Justice
Oh
League.
yeah.
He tells her shut down the Suicide Squad.
Well, no, it's like, it's like that. I think that's the way I saw it. I think they're trying to intertwine the Suicide Squad world, like. It's like how it's like trying to say that's how they all meet, basically.
But does that mean we're not gonna get another Suicide Squad movie then?
Well, let's see.
According to the critics, we might not because of all the bad reviews. But money talks more, and that movie's making a lot of money right now.
Well, yeah, I mean, you know how it is when people who don't read, who are not as nerdy devoted like you and I are, and many of the people that we know. We're all kind of upset that some certain things were like cut out, like the scenes.
Comic book movies are becoming really mainstream now. And back then, I remember if you like comic books, people would call you a loser or a geek and all that stuff. And now you go to the movie theater and you see a bunch of these people that are the type that will make fun of you in high school, and now they're watching these movies wearing these shirts.
Yeah, we have feelings, you know that.
But I don't know. I kind of don't really like that, but at the same time, it's good that it's like growing into our pop culture, and hopefully it stays like this and it keeps growing more.
Well, as far as it goes, I mean, Marvel movies are kicking ass. They're kicking ass a lot, but I'm more focused on the DC universe. I mean, there hasn't really been much of a good DC universe movie in a while. Take for instance, like. Remember when Batman and Robin came out? I think that movie is better than Batman v Superman.
Really?
I think it is.
Well, at least that movie was what it was trying to be because it was made with the idea to sell toys.
Yeah, it
was gonna be campy. Like the trailers didn't lie to you. As for Batman v Superman, they tried to make the trailers look hella badass, and you go in there and what? They only fight for like 8 minutes in an almost 3-hour-long movie.
Yeah. I always knew Jesse Eisenberg was gonna be kind of like Gene Hackman's. You know how he's all happy all the time, and I'm like, I can even do a little show. I can even do a little skit like, yeah, Superman, this is called Kryptonite, and That's the way he talks. I mean,
Yeah.
Jesse Eisenberg, I like the dude, but he's too scrawny.
And I really hated the final scene when he said, "What, Doomsday is coming? He's coming," or some shit.
The red
No,
cape, what?
no, not Doomsday.
The red capes.
Darkseid. When he had the vision, supposedly, and he runs into the jail cell after Batman leaves, and he goes, "He's coming!" Like, you're gonna hear the bells tolling, ding, 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 ding. I really hated that scene. They made him look really stupid.
No, I'll be honest. I hated the fact that Zack Snyder. I love the dude because he made possibly my favorite superhero movie of all time, Watchmen. Yes, but he screwed up with Batman versus Superman, dude. He tried. It's like he tried.
And I have a feeling he's gonna fuck up the Justice League too.
It's like, listen. It's like he tried getting the storyline of the greatest. They say it's possibly the greatest Batman storyline ever. The Dark Knight Returns. Yeah, when he's a middle-aged man. The Dark Knight Returns when Batman.
Yeah, for Batman v Superman, it was supposed to be the Dark Knight Returns,
and
the death of Superman, and which other one? There was another one too.
But that's
the point, that you try to fit too many stories into one movie.
Yeah, and then you try, and those two were supposed to fight when they were old and they already knew each other, and when the Justice League was already created, and now they're trying to make it seem like
they're rushing way too much, and yeah.
But I'll admit, I'm proud. The Suicide Squad, even though it wasn't the best, but I think it wasn't the worst. I think
it was
that
a big
movie,
step forward.
It gave me hope, for another
DC.
DC movie.
Hopefully I have a feeling the extended edition will be much better than what we got in theaters.
Well, hopefully, hopefully, because I want to see Jared Leto, and I feel really bad for the guy, and I'm a big Jared Leto fan.
I think even he himself is mad that they cut out so many scenes.
Oh yeah, you hear about that guy one of the fans who is gonna sue?
Yeah, I don't blame him either.
I was like I said, I posted out. I was thinking of actually getting my refund back. It's like
that's why everybody went to see it, because of the Joker, and we didn't even have any Joker.
It's like we're gonna treat this movie like they treated the E.T. Atari game. They want their refunds back. I wanted my refund. Like, that's how I am right now.
But then again, the movie is called Suicide Squad, so they should focus more on the squad. The only thing is, they shouldn't have promoted the Joker so much if they weren't gonna show him as much.
Well, you know how Hollywood works with their movies and
but
such.
Hopefully they learn their lesson and they don't show clips in their trailers that isn't gonna be in the movie.
They better learn their lesson.
They've done that a lot for other movies too. They show clips that aren't even in the movie to make the movie look better. And then you go watch the movie and it's not even in there.
Yeah, when I was little, I saw I think the trailer to Jackass where they did a skit where they tied someone's tooth to a car and it was moving. I didn't get to see that. I think that was my first complaint. But
they didn't put it in the movie?
No, they didn't.
Now for Predators, I remember watching the trailer for Predators, the one that's produced by Robert Rodriguez. They show Adrian Brody, you know, the Predator's laser pointing at his forehead.
Didn't they do that?
And but the thing is, they showed a bunch of them, like all over his body, making it seem that there was a bunch of predators, that they were in a planet full of predators. Then you watch the movie and there's only 3 predators. And in that certain scene, it's only 1 predator pointing the laser, not a bunch. And I was like, wow, really?
Well, speaking of which, I think the worst Zack Snyder film obviously has to be Batman vs. Superman.
The Sucker Punch.
Well, Sucker Punch, I saw a little bit of Sucker Punch. I did like the actresses, but
the actresses were hot.
But it's like, but I would enjoy.
What's his best movie though?
Watchmen.
No, Dawn of the Dead.
No, Watchmen to me, because they did change some parts in the movie, but it got almost everything exact. The cast they're a group. The cast no one really knows.
The thing is, Batman v Superman sucks so much. It's because WB. The studio.
Yeah, the studio.
They make so many changes to the movies.
Actually, I agree with you.
They did that with Suicide Squad too.
And that's why now because of this we have a new meme. Bring your movie to WW to Warner Brothers, and then
Yeah, but studios they need to just let the director have full control, because they did the same thing with Joss Whedon. Disney, they did that with the Avengers too, and yeah, not a lot of people liked it.
Well, in this world, comic book movies are the big thing. But Suicide Squad, I think for right now, is my favorite. As my favorite comic book movie in the DC world.
Of the current ones, yeah, Suicide Squad is my favorite too.
Yeah.
Then it's Man of Steel, and then Batman v Superman. If we're gonna put them in order, then that's how I would rank them. Suicide Squad's the best. Then Man of Steel.
So of this time.
But going down, don't think like going up. So Batman v Superman being the worst.
Yeah, better than am I right? Better than Batman and Robin?
I don't know about that.
Come on, I mean,
I do like the punchlines though.
every 5 seconds.
I used to meet you.
Ice to me, cool party, and everybody chill. And I think
What killed the dinosaurs?
the Ice Age. No, but George Clooney. But I think the worst part of the movie was I mean, I love George Clooney, but him as Bruce Wayne and Batman. Come on, he smiles all the time. I'm like,
Yeah.
how can you be the Dark Knight if you want to be a partner?
He was probably smiling at his parents' funeral too.
Hell yeah, he's like, my parents died.
Like, what did he say? That scene? So, like, do you accept debit or credit? And he pulls out the bad card.
Oh yeah, the bad card.
The Batman debit card.
Oh yeah, at that model thing where Poison Ivy crashes. I mean, oof, Uma Thurman.
And that movie was pretty campy though. If you were to take it serious, of course it's gonna be a bad movie. But if you see it more as a comedy, I think you have fun with it.
Yeah, I mean, Batman. Don't get me wrong, Batman versus Superman kind of made me laugh because.
Like how bad it was.
Not how bad it was. It's just I couldn't take the action and the way those two acted together really seriously.
The fight was good though. The fight between them was good. I just wish we could have seen more.
I wish it was in the
The
snow.
whole movie was like a drama instead. For 2 hours, they only.
Believe it or not, you see Mrs. Incredible in there.
When?
She's the senator. That's the lady that plays Mrs. Incredible and the Incredibles. You know the one with the nice ass who can stretch really far. Damn, oh god! But that movie was kind of funnier than Batman and Robin. I like Batman and Robin. I mean everybody.
How would you rank the Tim Burton Batman movies?
I would rank them 4 stars.
No, but how would you rank which one do you like better? Batman Returns, right? Even though I like Jack Nicholson's Joker better. I would put Batman Returns and like.
Well, I like.
No, what about all 4 Batman movies, the old ones?
I have the movies actually, the collection. I think.
How would you rank those? I would rank the Batman Returns, then Batman, and then
Batman Returns,
then Batman Forever, and then Batman and Robin. I really like Batman Forever though.
Batman Forever, yeah. Jim Carrey's, what do you call it?
That's the Riddler. It's really good.
Yeah, I mean it's like a hit. It's like a very underrated gem, but I did like it. I mean, Val Kilmer, we were able to see him a lot more serious as the Batman more than George Clooney.
Yeah.
And I think the best part of the movies were just Jim Carrey's Riddler and Tommy Lee Jones's Two-Face. So.
Yeah, Tommy Lee Jones's Two-Face, very underrated.
Yeah, I mean. Well, and then Batman and Robin. Well, we got a Bane that barely even talked, and we got Poison Ivy who barely even showed her roots.
All right. So what else are we gonna say about the Suicide Squad before we?
Well, so far, Suicide Squad. You need to watch it. You can say anything about it, but you'll know what we're talking about. I think it's better than Batman versus Superman.
It is better
without a doubt.
Superman. And I don't know what's wrong with the critics.
Critics, I mean, bad you know what they say? Bad movies always are like a pop culture icon. They're so bad, they're so good.
The critics gave Fight Club a bad reviews when it first came out. Mm-hmm. Roger Ebert, the greatest movie critic, gave it a bad review.
Yeah, but I mean,
he changed his mind throughout the years.
The movies are going to cause a lot of controversy.
The Shining had bad reviews too. Psycho had a bad review.
Well, that's what I'm saying. I mean, Suicide Squad. That's what I enjoyed about it. They actually had fun, and I was proud of the fact that they had fun.
It's a misunderstood film.
Yeah, misunderstood.
But it was a good movie. For being a comic book movie, it was a really good movie. I just wish we could see all those deleted scenes. It'll probably make more sense.
All right, are we finished? So
what would you rate it from 1 to 10?
I give it a 10.
Like, give like a little summary of why.
Oh, a summary of why? Let me say, I'll put a 7 out of 10 because, I mean, the characters, even though it was kind of short, but also because of the fact that they cut out a lot of Joker scenes, and the fact that everybody worked well together, and it seems like they had freedom. I mean, Margot Robbie, like she's your favorite. I mean, but I am proud of the fact that she actually did try.
Yeah.
I mean, I didn't see her as it, but maybe she would be the closest to her, and everybody else like Katana, Killer Croc, Captain Boomerang, what's it called, El Diablo, and Deadshot. I mean, yeah, they all worked good, and I just wanted to see more of Joker, but I give it a 7 out of 10. And you?
All right. Well, it was a good movie. It was way better than Batman v Superman. Margot Robbie did good. I don't know what this guy's talking about. The Joker was great. Deadshot was great. Some of the characters could have used more development. The movie did feel a bit choppy. I wish we could have seen more of those deleted scenes and an actual portrayal of the Joker-Harley relationship from the TV show and the comic books. And, well, that's pretty much it. Oh, also a better villain. Enchantress wasn't bad. We just could have needed a better actress and, well, yeah, like a bigger threat for the squad. And I would rate this movie a 7 out of 10.
Joker. Alright.
Well, it had some problems, man.
So
the soundtrack was great, though. The soundtrack is a 10 out of 10, though.
Well, 10 out of 10, yeah. But that's the good. Well, thank you for listening.
Yeah, thank you guys for watching, and well, hope you guys subscribe. If you guys like this, I hope it wasn't bad for our very first podcast.
And we are, the
Yeah,
Wize Guyz.
we are the Wize Guyz.
Thank you.
And well, see you guys later.